The true meaning of Vareva is eat like a king, live like a king. And every bite, tandoori chicken and beautifully decorated, garnished. And this yogurt marination is what will give a very great flavor for your tandoori chicken. When we pull the chicken out of the oven, let's finish this chicken. Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sat Sri Akal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef. And today we're going to make tandoori chicken and beautifully decorated, garnished. To make this tandoori chicken, first you need to select your chicken right. A chicken, when you purchased for the tandoori chicken, it has to be not more than 1 kg. 1 kg maybe 1100 grams after it is done, so that it cooks well from inside. Usually it is cooked in a tandoor, but we're going to cook in the oven. Another time I'm going to show you tandoori chicken tawa wala. So for this, when you go and buy this, you get this whole chicken like this. If there is any fat on it, let it be there. That will only add flavor to it. With this chicken, you have to understand what are the tough spots. Tough spots are where even if the chicken looks cooked, but they can be raw points. So one thing is the breast. So this is like a heavy, big chicken. So look at the depth it went. So this is way thing to cook. Just give a gash to the bone. So the same thing we're going to do like this. You cut the chicken so that the marination goes inside. When it is getting cooked, the heat will go directly inside and cook. The same thing we're going to do on the other side also of the breast. But now when it comes to chicken leg, see, these parts will get cooked easily. But still, if you want, you can do one gash. And this part also, this side, will get cooked without much problem. But the problem usually happens this area, it will never get properly cooked. So hold the meat like this and give a nice gash like this. After that, thicker part is the thigh here. So give one more gash. Again, it has to hit the bone. If you want, you can do one more like this. So this big piece of chicken, when we cook in the oven, the most important thing is to get the flavor inside the chicken. What we do is we rub salt and chilli powder into the chicken, so that when it is cooked inside, never you will find anything that is not tasty. This chicken, what I did is I brought it yesterday, put the whole chicken in the salt water, so that the chicken will cook much faster and the chicken will remain tender. So any good chef will do certain techniques. The other way we do is, when we marinate the chicken, we're going to leave it in the fridge for a couple of hours, especially overnight for a tandoori chicken, and the chicken will be nice and juicy. For that, the marination should not be too thick. Literally, chicken have to sit in the marination. I'm going to do a little bit of dry marination. Take this chicken in the gashes everywhere. We're going to apply this chilli powder well. If all these gashes, look at this, you're going to rub some of this chilli powder, so that the flavor, everything goes. I'm using Kashmiri chilli powder today because if I use color, some of you will go after my happiness. And also, we can add a little bit of salt, even though this has been brined, not too much, very little of salt. Another thing is to make sure your chicken is nice and tender. You can also, after you rub in the salt, you can just add a little bit of lime juice like this and then rub it. So this way also your chicken will be nice and tender. This beautiful chicken is a really fat chicken, so I need to do this so that it is nice and tender. For making nice tandoori chicken, you need a little bit of thick yogurt. So here, thick yogurt, I put it in the muslin cloth, some yogurt, and got the extra water out. In this, we're going to add ginger garlic paste, turmeric, a little bit of Garam Masala powder, jeera powder, some Coriander Powder, nice Kashmiri chilli powder for good color. Another favorite of mine in a tandoori chicken to give a very good flavor is Kasoori Methi. So take some of it and do it. If you are making tawa style tandoori chicken, do not add all these masalas, because when you cook the chicken, the masalas will discolor. Because I'm putting in the oven, I know the colors, everything will remain safe. So here, the entire thing, we're going to mix it with the salt. This yogurt, we're going to apply onto the chicken. One of my friend, when he makes the tandoori chicken, it's excellent. And he says, little bit of chaat masala into your tandoori chicken will make it even more tasty. And some more of the lime juice into this. Beautiful marinade is ready. Take the whole chicken and very carefully put the same way with all the cuts wherever. Let this yogurt go and sit there. After marinating this chicken nicely, you're going to put it in the fridge for at least 1-2 hours so that the chicken gets fully flavorful. You have to look at this chicken. This is beautifully marinated. After sitting in the fridge for a few hours, we are going to put it in the oven. But we need to add some oil. Otherwise, the chicken will dry out. So what I usually do is only on the outside. While marinating, I did not add any oil because the curd will not get nicely stuck to this. I'm going to make another variations where we're going to use the mustard oil for various preparation of this tandoori chicken, but where we're going to use the basin also. But for this is nice. So some of the oil is applied. Take this chicken. Here is the tray. Look how there is a plate sitting there and the chicken will sit on top of it. During this process of cooking, some of the fat, the oil will drip. The yogurt will kind of drip in and they will fall in the plate, which again I'm going to take a brush and I apply on top. If you do not do the basting, your tandoori chicken will get dry. This one I'm going to ready to go into the oven. Whatever the marination, the leftover is there, add some oil into it, and this is what I'm going to use for basting my chicken. It's going to take 1 hour. What I'm going to do, the first 15-20 minutes, I'm going to cook open like this. Then I'm going to put a silver foil on top so that, I'm going to let it cook in its own juices for another 30-40 minutes and remove the cover and give a nice coloring. The chicken is all ready to go into the oven at the full maximum temperature, whatever is available, usually 200 degrees centigrade in the oven. Put it in there and let it cook. The chicken is all ready and this is nice and hot, and look at it from the oven directly, and this beautiful chicken, nice and done. Even when we remove the chicken out of the tandoor, we usually apply butter on it. But here, the oil that is come out by cooking this chicken, what we do is we take this oil and put it on top. Look at this, we got a nice beautiful rose and leaves out of cucumber, the roses out of tomato, and all perfect. Look at this chicken. This will come off the bone very easily. If you want, you can also have the Hyderabadi naan I have today, a little bit of lemon juice. If you want mint chutney, you can. But how do we eat? The Indians love chicken leg. Let's start with the chicken and let's finish this chicken. There was a time when I was young and I had my own restaurant. Every day evening, I used to eat one full tandoori chicken. And the best tandoori chicken, my cook, he was a Chinese. I taught him step by step. Every time he made the chicken, he used to always check the chicken meat to perfection. This is again my perfect chicken. We're going to pull it off the bone. This is not difficult once this is cooked well. So you will be able to pull it off. Look at this chicken, nice and tender, and the chicken easily comes off the bone. For an Indian, chicken leg they love, and look at the shine and the nice and beautiful flavors. The Kasoori Methi, all of them are added perfectly. Just wonderful. Because of the gashes to the bone, this is nicely cooked. All I say, dear friends, the best life is life you have enjoyed with great food. All I tell, dear friends, make great food. Cook amazing food at home. Share this video with your family and friends so they also can make excellent tandoori chicken at home. Always keep saying whatever and eat chicken the king style. The true meaning of whatever is eat like a king, live like a king, and every bite